I'm married for a long time. Get my shit up. Let everybody else that shit out too. Appreciate it. Oh, let me get the link out there real quick. Let me get the link out there quick. Damn. All right, hold on just a minute. Try to get at least 5 people in this hole before I just start talking and shit. Fuck around, just record this hoe offline. Hold up, just a minute. Appreciate you for holding on. Hey, person. Meantime, between time, you play some shit. Damn, it wasn't enough time to play this shit too. So look, hey, all right, hold up. How I get niggas renters in this hole? All right, hold on, let me start first. Shit, let me go ahead and start. It's been 5 minutes. I ain't started shit. All right, I've played this shit before. Welcome to the, Trill Pill Live. I appreciate it. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. We got a couple new topics around mental health, and also got some interesting shit that I may or may not get off, but we get this shit off and get the fuck out the way. I'm not gonna be here for 12 hours. People got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's copyright disclaimer. So our first story, I got a couple stories, and I do have a main question. But the first story is this one. First story is Nike, the offices closed for a mental health break. They giving everybody a week off just to chill out, go and take care of their business. Global apparel and shoe company Nike is putting some of its employees' mental health ahead of its productivity. It is closed its corporate offices for a week so employees can enjoy time off to rest and recover, according to this statement. The move is celebrated by those who work at the company, which is headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon. One employee said he wanted to remain anonymous. He told the news, KGW, which is a news place in Oregon, he said it's not only a chance to recharge and keep us together, but also a thank you for an impressive year. Another one person said, I like raising the focus of mental health as a basis for people to take their time off, not just when they are physically ill. I think it's more important to recognize the role that mental health plays for workers and worker well-being. While those in corporate offices are getting paid, they are getting paid the week off, others aren't getting it at all. And Nike retail stores are still open. So shout out to Nike for getting that shit the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Because it ain't a lot of jobs out here that's, take a whole week off paid. You know what I'm saying? You got to work a whole year to get that shit off. You know what I'm saying? So get this one out. All right, my next story is this one. Many Americans are reaching out for mental health support due to the pandemic, due to the job loss, but they can't get it. Even finding a mental health care provider can be hard. 48% are unsure if they are eligible to receive care, and nearly as many are unsure about how to get care. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of barriers to care. Notes, Sika, whatever the fuck her name is, Yaboa Sampone, a staff attorney who works at the advocacy group Legal Action Center, who works with the New York State program to expand access to addiction and mental health services. For one, many people with mood disorders are uninsured and uninsured and unemployed. So David Lord, a senior policy advisor at the mental health advocacy group for the Kennedy Forum. Some of these conditions, they are particularly disabling and can result in people being unemployed. Losing insurance that way is not uncommon. But even for people with Medicaid or private health insurance, getting the access to therapy and other kinds of mental health support remains complicated, hard to navigate, and expensive. With that being said, we're going to move the fuck on with that. So hopefully, I don't know, you guys might want to check your insurance, see if mental health is covered in your insurance plan. If not, hopefully there is a way for you to go and get some. I think it's very important right now. A lot of folks don't have the jobs that they necessarily need to not only pay their bills, but also not lose their fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bullshit being put up here. StreamYard link. I'm pinning that hole. I got to find out how to give niggas wrenches real quick. I apologize for starting late. But yeah, I know it's about time I went live. Hey, trust me, I take a Lexapro just to do this. So shout out to people who make Lexapros. I had to calm the fuck down. It was a high octane day. I'm talking about some pussy pics, dick pics, cash apps, and behind the scene bullshit. A lot of shit went on. I don't understand. A lot of it was exciting, but a lot of it also was disturbing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. Shout out to y'all who's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Well, link is posted at the very top. And I'm going to go ahead and get into my main topic. Like I said, I do not want to be here for all fucking day. Here that I need to take shit off. It's definitely going to be a time people get their shit off, you know what I'm saying, respectively and responsibly. I do want to be able to have that. I don't want it to be too serious. I want to just like, damn, I came from work. I come back and get another lecture. I want to, I want y'all to have some fun. Definitely want some crowd participation if needed. And if not, keep it going. But also, we here. I want us to keep our soldiers in prayers, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bad news I had to get. I got people that's over there, and some of them's on their way home, and some is for a place. But I had a friend get injured over the past couple months. You know what I'm saying? So let's pray for them, and let's pray for the Gulf Coast and anybody that will be affected by Hurricane Ida. Let's keep the people in our prayers. Keep them people mental health in our prayers, because Lord knows, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on up here. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the main topic so we can get in and get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna play this little shit though while I get my shit right. I thank y'all for being here. I thank y'all for I got comments and check them hoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm chopping up a little bit. Okay. My bad. Hey, my Wi-Fi's doing some funky shit over here. I apologize for that. Just hang in with me. I'm not gonna be in here long. Let me know on the scale of 1 to 5 how my audio is every 2 or 3 minutes. Y'all let me know so I can see what I can do. I highly appreciate y'all being here. That being said, go ahead and get into this shit. Also, look at the very bottom. I got some people who fuck with me, some of my friends and shit like that. They got businesses, all type of businesses. If you got a business that you want to promote, go ahead. You hit me up in the DM behind the scenes responsibly. Get at me responsibly behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But check out what's going on at the very bottom. If anything pulls your interest, hit them people up. Tell them that the Trill Pill sent you there. They're going to take care of you, I promise. If they don't, slapping the shit out of somebody. That's what that is. All right. So that being said, we go ahead and get this shit popping. And we can go on with our main subject. Get people talking other than me so I can calm the fuck down and smoke my CBD to lower my anxiety. So thank you, everybody. I fuck with y'all. Appreciate it. Run that hoe back one more time. I get my fucking question with it. Hold up. Get this bullshit off fucking screen. My bad, y'all. Let's see. Before we get into it, copyright disclaimer. Make sure niggas don't hawk me down. God damn it. All right. You know what I'm saying? The doors of the church is open. The doors of the church is open. In the meantime, in between time, social media versus mental health. Look, man, today was a lot of shit going on. Hours and hours of entertainment, hours and hours of fun and shit talking. Some of it was entertainment. A little bit of it was disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all behind the scenes getting down. So I did come up with this topic a few days ago, and I actually went over. It's a whole episode that I went over it, called "Caught in the Web." So a lot of that information from that podcast episode will be regurgitated. So in case you didn't hear it, you're gonna hear it now. You know what I'm saying? But the doors of the church is open. The link is posted at the tippy top. You know what I'm saying? At the very top, the link is posted. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, make sure I know some people said that my audio is choppy. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments how this shit is going. Give me a 1 through 5. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. But anyway, how do you think social media affects our mental health? Today, man, or this morning, or last night until this morning, or just in general, a lot of shit going on. There's been a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, it had me thinking a whole lot. But it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of played right into my topic. So the role of social media plays in mental health. As human beings, we are social creatures. We need the companionship of others to thrive in life, and the strength of our connections has a huge impact on our mental health and happiness. Being socially connected to others can ease the stress, anxiety, depression, and can boost your self-worth. All right. And it can also provide comfort, joy. It can also prevent loneliness and even add years to your life. But on the flip side, lacking strong social connections can pose a serious risk in your mental health and emotional health. But in today's world, many of us rely on social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, and whatever freaky shit y'all got going on in the background to find and connect with each other. While each has its benefits, it's important to remember that social media can never be a replacement for a real world connection. It requires in-person contact with others to trigger hormones, to alleviate stress, and to make you feel happier, healthier, and more positive. Ironically, for a technology that is designed to bring people closer together, spending too much time engaging with social media can actually make you feel more lonely and isolated. You know what I'm saying? Lonely and isolated. So, and also it can exacerbate mental health problems such as anxiety and depression. So if you find yourself spending an excessive amount of time on social media and the feelings of sadness, dissatisfaction, frustration, or loneliness, or, you know, if you're receiving dick pics behind the scenes or pussy pics behind the scenes, hopefully there's not a lot of bald head pussy pics going on behind the scenes. But if they're not dropping off in my inbox, that's none of my business. Anyway, it may be time to re-examine your online habits and find a healthier motherfucking balance. You know what I'm saying? And since it's relatively new technology, there's little research to establish the long-term consequences, good or bad. All right? Good or bad. All right? Y'all thinking about what the fuck you doing when y'all be getting on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Or around. We do have to be more aware. Like I said earlier, it's kind of hard to be more aware when we all in this, you know, this place where we don't really know each other, and we trying to communicate, but we're missing a big part of communication, which is real world interaction. You know what I'm saying? Can't shake no hands, can't get no hugs, none of that shit. Everything that we see, everything that we take in from somebody has something to do with online. Now, some of you have linked up behind the scenes for good or for for good or for worse. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all had tried to, for good or for worse. But for the most part, niggas ain't really doing that. So the only thing you have to go on is online shit. So with that being said, like I said, if y'all want to jump in, the link is up there. If not, I'm gonna keep getting my shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not gonna be here all day. People want to go live. People want to, get. I know y'all want to get back to the juicy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get my shit off and get the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back to it. Man, too much going on. So, I want to let y'all know I did find a couple of stories about it, but about what I'm talking about, a couple of bad stories. But to be honest, I didn't want to bring no black clouds over anybody's day. Those stories can get kind of dark at times, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a dark person, but I can really go there if need be. But now I don't want to go there. I want people to have fun over here. I want y'all to have as much fun over here as y'all have in other places. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me go around a little bit. Okay, so like I said, since it's a relatively new technology, there's little research to establish the long-term consequences, good or bad, of social media use. However, multiple studies have found a strong link between heavy social media and an increased risk for depression, anxiety, loneliness, self-harm, and even suicidal thoughts. Inadequacy about your life or appearance. Hold on, let me go back up. My bad. I started up bullet point style. Social media may promote negative experiences such as inadequacy about your life or appearance. Even if you know that the images you're viewing on social media are manipulated, they can still make you feel insecure about how you look or what's going on in your own motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of talk was going on about pocket watching this shit. Y'all niggas stop pocket watching. Stop worrying about who's sending money here, who's sending money there. If the money ain't sent to you, it's not your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Now, we are all aware that other people tend to share the highlights of their lives, rarely the low points that everyone experiences. But that doesn't lessen those feelings of the envy, the jealousy, the pocket watching, backstabbing, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes bullshit that goes on. The dissatisfied people, disgruntled people, all type of shit that goes on. When you're scrolling through, you know what I'm saying, these YouTube streets, I try to stay away from the YouTube streets. I'm very much a civilian. I don't really like the term YouTube streets, but fuck it, that's what y'all call them. So we're gonna roll with it. Also, sometimes social media can give us the fear of missing out. You know what I'm saying? It's been far longer around than social media. Sites like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and et cetera, seem to exacerbate. That's my word of the fucking day. I put that in here about 8 times. Exacerbate feelings that others are having more fun or are living better lives than you are. And the idea that you're missing out on certain things can impact your self-esteem. It can trigger your anxiety and fuel even greater social media use. If y'all want to hit that link, the link should be pinned up there. If it's not, let me know. But the doors of the church is open. FOMO can compel you to pick up your phone every fucking few minutes to check in for updates, slide up in panels, or compulsively respond to each and every alert. Even if that means taking risk while you're driving, you niggas are staying up all night, missing out on sleep. A lot of these beautiful women are out there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all so beautiful out there, staying up all night. I know you got to put the cucumbers on your eyes and shit. Hope y'all not getting no bags up on your eyes. I want y'all to get some fucking sleep. I want y'all to drink some hottie toddies or some green tea or some Earl Grey tea or something. Y'all been doing a lot of screaming. I need all my women to relax, take a day off the shit. You know what I'm saying? Go to a spa, let a nigga rub your feet and do all type of shit to you that you never had done before, and just relax. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit is, I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, we can go into the cyberbullying. We can go into the self-absorption. We can go into, matter of fact, let me stick it right here. What is really driving our social media use these days? I feel like but I know most of us access social media through our smartphones and tablets. And this makes it very convenient to keep in touch. And it also means that social media is always accessible. This is round the clock hyperconnectivity. Can trigger impulse control problems, constant alerts, notifications affecting your concentration and focus, disturbing your sleep, making you a slave to your motherfucking phone. And social media platforms are designed to snare your attention, keep you online, and have you repeatedly checking your fucking screen for updates. It's how the companies make money. You know, they make money off of us, pretty much off of screen time. If you ever take the time out to go through your phone and check out how much time that your screen was open, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be a little surprised. And if it's a lot, I know a lot of us use our phones for work. I know our phone is a part of our lives, and it's already in there, and ain't nothing we can do about it. But try to take some time off this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna. Well, I'll get into that a little bit. Anyway, when y'all receive likes or shares, and we all on YouTube, so we all want subs and likes and follows. Make sure y'all sub, like, and follow the Trill Pill, YouTube page and on all platforms and all that shit, and everybody else, same thing. And everybody that's down below, I dropped the IG, so you can go follow them too. If they in your city, if they in your town, y'all can hit them up. Y'all can get y'all all type of shit. It's all type of shit going across the screen. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of this triggers the release of dopamine in our brains. And that's the same reward system like when we smoke our CBD, or, you know, some of y'all out there when y'all pop a pill. For some of us gentlemen, when we have a few drinks, you know what I'm saying, dopamine will be released, you know what I'm saying, when we doing this shit, because we are getting a reward, whether it's people seeing our face and they are rewarding our times with their likes or with the comments and shit like that. So in a nutshell, it's a fucking adrenaline rush, you know what I'm saying? And the more you are rewarded, the more time you want to spend on social media, even if it becomes detrimental to the other aspects of your life. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody that's in the fucking chat. I highly appreciate it. Let's see. We are going to make sure this shit pinned at the top, man. If y'all want to jump in, y'all can jump in at any time. The link is pinned at the very top. You know what I'm saying? Going to give people a few more minutes to jump in. If not, I will end it on a good note. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let me get these comments up here and get this banner down real quick. Let's see who we got up in there. We have Salute the Book. We got Eve in here. Got the Empress Speaks in here. We got Cupcake. Shout out to Cupcake. I made her a mod. If you want a wrench, you can hit me up. If you guys want the wrench, you hit me up with the wrench. Right now, Cupcake may be the only one because there's only 8 niggas in here. I don't want my whole chat full of niggas with wrenches. Shout out to Alicia B. Love is Blue. Shout out, I think I seen Boost in this hoe. Shout out to Jazz Longway. Shout out to Fee, Miss Fee. Shout out to Miss Fee. Don't know if she's still in here, but shout out to her. I appreciate you guys for jumping in my live. I know it. Salute to K Kira. I'm gonna make her my, you know what I'm saying. Then we're gonna make her mine just because. But shout, yeah, hey, appreciate it, Booster, man. You know, I'll try to come up with these good topics, man. You know that I'm not gonna lie, man, it is kind of hard to come behind the high octane morning we all had, man. I'm not gonna lie. Um, damn, I didn't mean to pin that shit. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, man, it's kind of hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? This we had a high octane morning. It was filled with excitement. A lot of news that we couldn't really use. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, there was a lot of exposing going on. We found out about all type of shit, all type of messy shit was going on this morning. So I'm not gonna lie. As much as I wanted to get on here and say, hey, let me, you know, I just want to, come and let's talk a little bit about how social media affects us in our lives. Like I said, the doors of the church are open. Y'all can come down. Everything you need from me is on the screen. I'm gonna Eve said I should call in. This is my lane, but I'm not. Why not, Eve? This is your lane. This is exactly your lane. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna force you to call up, but you are more than welcome to if need be. Everybody is welcome to call up. If you want to call up, you know what I'm saying, we can definitely have a conversation. If shit goes a little bit left or right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not going to hate on or nothing, but I do want us to be respectful over here. I know we used to, getting our shit off, but there is a part of my podcast live that will be getting our shit off. So if you want to get your shit off, matter of fact, if you got anything to get off the chest by anything you've seen today, any way you feel, you know what I'm saying, any way anything that makes you feel, anything that you seen that you didn't like, feel free to come and share it with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this shit is wide open to anybody that feels like they got something to get off. I'm gonna let everybody get their shit off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Book. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Appreciate y'all for coming on in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all do everything. You know what I'm saying? Cupcake World said like, comment, subscribe, DM. If you have a picture to send me, ladies, behind the scenes, is that where to go? Respectively. And all I ask of you, if you're going to send me something behind the scenes, ladies, let it at least have a little bit of hair on it. Leave just a little bit, tad bit. Like the, you know what I'm saying, tad bit. If you're going to send me something behind the scenes. Respectively. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. Shout out to Slick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Slick. Shout out, like I said, shout out, feed about the facts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in here. Envy, shout out to, appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. Been in this hole for 35 minutes. You give five more minutes for somebody to come up. And if nobody comes up, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and end it. So if y'all want to come up, feel free. This is the get your shit off moment. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have like a little segue into it, but it every part of my lives, I have to go live more often. I have to stop being a pussy and stop being so anxious where I start these lives. But what happened is I start these lives, I schedule them out, and then once it gets time, I back the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But I have no room to complain about my exposure and my progress if I myself is halting my progress. So I kind of have to talk to myself. I'm not gonna lie, I call my therapist about it because that is my go-to person. And basically, in a nutshell, she said, "Drop your nuts." She didn't say "drop your nuts." She didn't say that exactly, but basically what she said was, "What the fuck? are you waiting on? This is what you do. I've been doing this shit for about a year. Matter of fact, I'll tell y'all a little bit about myself since y'all don't know. I've been doing this podcast for a little bit over a year. I just started bringing this shit to YouTube about a few months ago, trying to ease my way. So if you get a chance to, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe and follow my podcast. It's on the Googles and Spotify's and Stitcher and shit like that. I will be pulling some of those things down because it is so spread out. I want to kind of focus it on only maybe 2 or 3 websites, but if you type in the Trill Pill Podcast, wherever I pop up, make sure you go like and share, subscribe, and give me all type of stars and feedback and shit. But yeah, I started this shit because I just found myself in a very dark place. I had a friend. I got a friend who he had lost someone very special to him, lost his daughter, and he started a podcast. And I hopped on his podcast, did an episode with him, and talked to him. He was like, "Bro, you got to start one too, because you got a lot of shit. You got a lot of. Hold on, what the fuck is this shit? You got a lot of. Basically, what it told me is I had a lot of shit to say. I got a voice. I got a message that I need to push out. So therefore, that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing it ever since. Going through this shit, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm 31 years old. So I started going to therapy about 4 or 5 years ago, and I found myself having to unpack a lot of this shit that I should have unpacked years ago. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the problems that I kept running into is because I didn't know what the fuck I was going through. I started going through all that shit and started going through all my little depression and got diagnosed with a couple things and shit like that. So I had to really deal with them. And so we started with this podcast. I started just speaking out. And I'm not gonna lie, when you start a podcast, it's better yet, when you start anything, whether it's any type of content or art or anything, the biggest thing is finding an audience. So finding an audience has been a very hard thing for me to do because it's not a lot of men talking about mental health the way that I want to talk about it. So when I created the Trill Pill Podcast, of course, the name of it itself, because I'm from Texas, because I'm a big, you know what I'm saying, UGK fan, and that was kind of like our theme in our life, growing up in Texas, especially with my family. You know what I'm saying? Being true, being real with yourself, whatever it is, whatever it means for you, being true and being real with yourself, that's what the Trill Pill represents. It's the ups and downs and everything else in between, and being able to talk that shit out and not being afraid to explain on how you feel and being scared and all that shit. I'm not gonna lie. As a black man in this country, as a black man, okay, you said she had a question. You can go ahead and ask. But as a black man in this country, it seems like our voices are being suppressed at every turn, especially as a straight black male in this country. It seems like our voices are being suppressed. So I'm not gonna lie, I ran into a lot of stops, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of broken through my partners. We all are able to sit down and talk about our mental health, whether we married or divorced or got kids or had kids or, you know what I'm saying, lost people, you know what I'm saying. I was in the middle of college when I lost my mother, so I went through a whole downward spiral with that. And to be honest, that's where my story starts. My story starts with that. Me losing my mother back in 2012 started a journey, to be honest. I tell people all the time, I went down a deep path. I went down a very deep path. I was doing a lot of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And I was at the point where I had made a couple attempts on my own life and others, you know what I'm saying? And others. But thanks to one of my best friends, which is my ex-wife, even though she's still my best friend, we still talking shit like that. She helped me. My brother helped me. My father helped me, and we all low-key healed together. So going through that process together made me think about, okay, I need to go find a way to help myself so I can help my children. I have to go find a way to help myself so I can help my people out, because I don't have, you know what I'm saying, I don't have a lot of, I don't have, all right, look, I didn't go to school for psychology, even though that was on my mind. I didn't go. I didn't do it. I was not gonna lie. I was in the middle of college. I had a baby during college, so I was too busy taking care of my baby. And to be honest, I just wanted to get the fuck up out of there, and get as close as I can to graduation. So, I'm not gonna lie. I am one credit short. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of hung over my head until I started truck driving. And while I was truck driving, I got out there, was on the road by myself, across the country, and it left me to a point where I was like, yeah, a nigga needs some help. I'm not gonna lie. It was a couple of times where I had gotten to a couple altercations at a truck stop. You know what I'm saying? A couple altercations at a truck stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I had to dunk a nigga on his fucking neck right by the fuel tanks. You know what I'm saying? For what reason? I don't know. It was on some other shit. I won't go too much into it, but I'm just gonna say this. I was in Lincoln, Nebraska. I was in Lincoln. Was it Lincoln or Omaha? Somewhere. But I got into it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to dunk a nigga on his fucking neck. You know what I'm saying? And got the fuck out of there. But at that point, I was like, man, I got to get some fucking help. I cannot be out here doing this shit. I cannot, you know what I'm saying, just because I was angry because I lost my mother. I'm angry because I was away from my family. That doesn't give me the excuse to take my anger out on everybody and everything. You know what I'm saying? So once I got home and became a local driver, I went in and I went to go get some fucking help. So, you know what I'm saying? They're on and so forth. But when I see people, I see a story. We all go through, we all have to deal with trying our best to maintain a level head in this chaotic world. You know what I'm saying? This world is fucked up. And unfortunately, we're born right into this fucked up world. And once we get out of our adolescence, we are smack dab right in the middle of this fucking world. And for some of us, we got to grow up fast. You know what I'm saying? Some of us didn't have the luxury of having a grace period or not feeling the real pressure of life. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I grew up in South Dallas. It is a poverty-stricken neighborhood in Dallas. It has always been 5 to 8% below the poverty line in the state and amongst the country. So it's always been rough. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to navigate the streets. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the streets, wasn't a thug, wasn't a gangster. But as a kid growing up there, you have to learn how to navigate the streets. But it's also certain things that I take from that place and how I grew up, and I apply them to my life, and I apply them to all the lessons that I teach my children, because they grew up a lot better than I did. I don't want them having to wait. You know, a lot of us, I know we all come from different backgrounds, but you know, it's one thing having to walk to school and see like a dirty condom on them. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like this, the small shit. Go to school, walking to school, dirty condom, dirty ass condom. You know what I'm saying? Dirty condom, and it got the nut in it. So it's like, damn, somebody just, you know what I'm saying, got their shit off, you know, shot their load off and got the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And threw that shit on the ground. you know what I'm saying, needles, you know, some type of needles and shit like that. Seeing niggas fighting every fucking day and seeing, you know what I'm saying, people getting shot and shit like that. And I done seen a dead body or two and all shit like that. Like, that's just normal hood shit. But it's not normal. That fucked me up. So I didn't know that all that shit carried with me throughout my whole life. And a lot of my upbringing also goes into my, you know what I'm saying, this podcast. So when I created this shit, I created it with the sense of being able to help. And to be honest, my whole mission with this is to merge shit. If y'all can't tell, I try my best to merge being from Texas, being from the South, that culture along with mental health. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, that's rare. It's being done though. It's being done. Matter of fact, it is a guy out in Chicago. His name is Christopher Lee Mark, and he has a coffee shop. And he promotes like coffee, hip hop, and therapy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is being done. But as far as where I'm from, where I'm at, and how I feel like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this shit off. You know what I'm saying? So even everything from the logo with the pill bottle, which I definitely understand can be a little bit shocking at first. It has a shock value to it, but I put it up there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? My pops a lot older than me, you know what I'm saying? And he was a funk musician. And so I grew up listening to funk music, and I felt like that logo is kind of funky. Plus, as somebody who was on head meds, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I still am. You know, I get my Lexapro on every once in a while, shit like that. When I get, you know, when shit get too dicey and shit like that. But nonetheless, I like the logo. I think that shit is cold as fuck, and it look good on a fucking t-shirt. Which the t-shirts are coming soon. I got the Trill Pill merch coming soon. I got the Mind Your Mental to be monumental. You know what I'm saying? Some little player shit I put up there. Hope y'all like that. If y'all feeling it, let me know. If y'all not, let me know. I got the Stay Trill and Heal shirts coming soon, and all type of merch and shit coming soon. So I got all type of shit that's coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Well, with that being said, yeah, that's pretty much in a fucking nutshell about what this podcast is about. So, I look forward to speaking to you guys about this shit. This is my third time going live, but I do feel like this is the best one because I was able to kind of revamp the first two kind of like practice, but this one I had to revamp it. I'm going to keep you guys updated with mental health news topics. I'm going to stick to my script. I'm not going to get in anybody else's lane. This is my lane because there is a lane for everybody to do everything. There's a lane for niggas who want to blog. There's a lane for niggas who want to do sports. There's a lane for niggas who want to do this. That's a lane for everything. Shit. It's even a lane for niggas who want to sit in front of the camera and do weird shit. You know what I'm saying? As we obviously see, there's definitely a lane for niggas sitting behind the camera and doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But I said to say this, man. I appreciate everybody that came through. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit all the motherfucking buttons. You know what I'm saying? If you like the content or if you want to support, you know what I'm saying, the Cash App is right there above. You ain't got to look down at the little thing. It's right there on the top. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you if you do. Appreciate you if y'all, to be honest, I appreciate it if you guys, I love you guys just being here. I'm not gonna lie. I love you guys just being here and being able to have a voice, being able to listen. I don't say a lot. I do say a lot sometimes, but like in spurts. You know what I'm saying? I be in the cut. I be in the bushes. I try my best to stay out of all the drama. So I do appreciate y'all showing up, pulling up, sharing links. You know what I'm saying? Doing all that shit, giving me, you know what I'm saying, giving me good words of encouragement and shit like that. So, but the Trill Pill is definitely going to be something that's here to stay. Just trying to grow it out, trying to extent, you know what I'm saying? Support them. In front of the scene, behind the scenes. Saying so, most definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of intimidating to go on. Like, it was some shit going on this morning, like pussy pics, you know what I'm saying? Love triangle, love squares, cash apps, it's people popping up, and you know what I'm saying? The shit like a modern day soap opera this morning. A lot of times on YouTube, it is the YouTube and the wrestlers. So it is kind of hard to follow up with YouTube and the wrestlers and then to hear me talk because I have a different cadence. I don't scream as much. I don't yell as much, but I'm a man of few words. But when I do speak, when I'm being serious, I do love my words to be spoken. And I appreciate all ears that listen to what I have to say. And if nobody's going to come up at this time for a couple more minutes, that's fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and end this shit so we can continue on rolling on. I don't know who is next. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely big pressure because, not going to lie, growing up in the hood, man, growing up anywhere. Now you ain't gotta be in the hood. You can be in the hood, the suburb, the country, wherever. If you're a black man and you already got a target on your back as a black man, let alone you want to talk about something serious that doesn't involve any, drama or shooting a nigga or whooping a nigga or spinning the block or grabbing the chop or, you know what I'm saying, pushing blocks and all type of shit like that. They don't want to hear what you have to say. And that's something that I have experienced trying to reach out to sponsors and shit like that. But one thing I have learned is there is a core of people who really, really care about mental health. My people care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's, I'm not going to lie, eventually what I want this to become is I want to be able to help young black children get mental health wherever the fuck they at. Tell a nigga mouth dry. Shit. I want to be able for people to receive help. A big part of mental health is getting the help. You know what I'm saying? Being able to get the resources, being able to get the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Being able to have people that are conducive to us becoming better people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do, man. I want to be able to help these children out. I want to be able to help the adults out. You know what I'm saying? The earlier we can hop on this problem, the earlier that we can get help. You know what I'm saying? Even in schools now, I see a lot of these schools are working on, like my daughter has become a big, huge advocate for mental health of people that's her age. She's 12. And because she's seen the journey that I went through, and I talk to her all the time, she has put her best foot forward and has become a big mental health advocate for young people. So that's what I'm pushing for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these grown ass niggas, they stubborn. The niggas don't want to listen. That a lot of folks think that there is nothing wrong with them, and there's pretty much nothing you can kind of say to a nigga that's think that they just got it all figured the fuck out. It's kind of hard because you kind of built up this callus of bullshit all your fucking life, and you kind of learn to deal with the shit. But for these children, for these babies who are still out here having to navigate this fucked up world, a fucked up world that even us as adults don't understand. It's a whole new lifestyle. It's a whole new way. It's a whole new generation. It's a whole new set of rules that apply to this shit. And a lot of the old school shit that we grew up on can't go with this generation. This ain't the old school no more. We got to update our shit. So we got to be able to keep the old school principles and morals and be able to apply them and meet these kids where they at, whether they on a video game, whether they online, on the apps, on sports, wherever the fuck these kids is at. that's where we have to meet them with this type of information and the positive shit. You know what I'm saying? So, on Big Book. Hey, what up, Book? What's going on, man?
Salute, Trill Pill. How you doing?
You doing all right, big dog? What's going on, man?
Ain't shit, bro. I just wanted to call up and show you love for your live stream today. This is a
Already, man.
very powerful topic that I think we all need. I'm definitely gonna be calling up, and me and you gonna be chopping it up about some mental health shit. You
Most
already know.
definitely. Most
But I
definitely.
definitely wanted to call in today and show you love. You know what I mean? It takes a strong motherfucker to do what you're doing right now, especially in our culture, because a lot of us don't speak.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
I feel you, big dog. I feel you, man. I highly appreciate it, man. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you already know, man. Like growing up, where niggas grow up, man, we got a muzzle on our shit from the jump. if we ain't, a lot of times it's fucked up because it's like if we ain't saying nothing negative, nobody wants to hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once niggas start talking about like positive shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas start walking the fuck off because it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because some people are fueled off of drama. Some people are fueled off of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Some people who are, don't get me wrong. We all have a part of us that like the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why,
Absolutely.
that's why a part of my life and shit is gonna be getting your shit off. You know, kind of like venting. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta let people vent. Whether it's me or somebody call in, they want to vent about. I don't give a fuck what it is. If they couldn't go to the goddamn grocery store and get some cherry Twizzlers, I don't give a fuck what the fuck it is. I am going to a lot of people to get their shit off. You know what I'm saying? Because we all need opportunity to get our shit off. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
all do.
most definitely. And I'm glad that you felt the need to go live with this type of topic. Um because it is daunting when you look at other channels that got like their main shit is bullshit. But man,
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
you can hear me?
Yeah. This shit gonna cut out a little bit. My bad. It's on this end.
My
I
bad.
got
What I was saying was
it's well, fucking up.
I know it's daunting when you're looking at like bigger channels and they got the bullshit going on, so they got the views. But when you're talking about real shit like this, a lot of people don't be showing up. But at the end of the day, what's being said needs to be heard, and that's why I salute you. You feel me?
I highly appreciate that, brother. Highly
Yeah,
appreciate it,
absolutely.
man. You already know. You already know. But yeah, man. But I'm not gonna lie. At first, like I said earlier, it is kind of intimidating at first. You know what I'm saying? Uh, hold on. Once you got choppy as fuck. Hold up. Damn. Hold up. Let me see. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. You
All right,
good?
cool. All right. Like I was saying, like you said, man, it can be a little bit intimidating. You know how many lives I done started. Like, I told you this, what I'm saying, the other day. You know how many lives I done started and never got to. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's like, man, these
right,
niggas ain't listen to this shit. Like, this shit been high octane today. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to hear my
right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Uh-huh.
like, fuck it. But today I was like, fuck it, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, man, I called my therapist about it. She was like, in a nutshell, like, what the fuck you waiting on? Like, this is what you do. This is what you do. You can't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
So drop your
Mm-hmm.
nuts. Do what you gotta do. Just drop your nuts. You know what I'm saying? And talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's what
absolutely.
it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. But I appreciate you. I appreciate all the love, my nigga. I really do.
You
I
already
really
know,
do.
True. And me and you gonna speak soon on some real shit. I don't want to hold up the panel. I know other people want to call up and salute you. Salute
Oh, you
Miss
good,
Fee.
man.
You already know, and salute the chat. You heard?
Already,
Yeah. Have a
man.
good night.
Bye. Hello?
Uh, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello, hello.
Can you
Oh,
hear
yeah, I
me?
can hear you.
Hey, Trill Pill.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
E?
Hey, Auntie.
hey.
Mwah,
Hey,
mwah, mwah.
Trill, I just wanted to ask you. So I think this is very interesting, very needed, and it was needed before the pandemic because
Mm-hmm.
of all the hiccups and all the jackets that's put on men, black and women of color.
Mm-hmm.
I was interested in knowing your opinion on, do you think that maybe some of with African American men, with the not being able to, supposedly not to have an emotion or feeling about anything, supposedly to suppress, you know, not crying, just holding all of the emotion in, because emotions are not supposed to be attached to men, right? Do
Mm-hmm.
you think that that have any impact on how, once a African American man explodes, it goes to some extremes? Do you think that that has something to do with when it comes to conflict, or even maybe learning to deal with things in a positive way? They run. Does that make? Am I making sense to you?
Can I ask you?
Yes.
Are you asking
Yeah.
that as a question, as like it relates to societal norms for men, or
Well,
have this? I'm not supposed to cry, or it's
Well,
there?
I'm just asking it to him. I know you know this your field, but because he talked about his experience
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
whatever helped him get there and during
Right.
the process. I know that you are a counselor, so it can be a question, it can be a observation, it could be whatever. I just think that that's an area of a teachable place, because although strong black parents tell boys that they're not supposed to cry, they never tell them when to deal with their emotions. And they
Yeah.
never give them the tools in which they need in order to deal with it when they're faced upon it. And
Mm-hmm.
so when trying times or angry situations or something that requires an emotion that they don't know how to deal with, the anger takes over, and then the then it becomes death,
Mm-hmm.
cops, not wanting to listen. You know why? Because who taught them how to in emotional circumstances?
Mm-hmm. Very good viewpoint, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I think she was asking you that though.
Well,
So.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
still
let me.
kind of at
Oh,
work, so I'm gonna step down and listen to
okay.
the answer. I just wanted to. Oh man, I got kicked out of work.
You
But
might
I
as well
just
stay
wanted
on
to.
up here, Miss Aunt Fee. Might as well
Okay,
stay
I
on up.
might as well go on mute myself. I'm off of work now.
It's all good.
That's a good question she asked. A really good question.
It really is, but most definitely. To be honest, as young boys, like we we taught to kind of hold everything in. You know what I'm saying? And I think we hold everything in to the point where um we explode, and whenever we explode, we explode with violence. You know what I'm saying? And fortunately for me, um, my parents, especially like my dad, he used to always tell me, man, you got to get that shit out. Like if you got to cry, man, get that shit out. Go in the corner, go sit the fuck down, get that shit out, and come on back with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make you weak. It just
Right.
makes you, to be honest, it makes you stronger because you ain't holding all that shit back. You know what I'm saying? So like you able to have a different, able to tap into a whole different part of your mind. And to be honest, that teaches you how to navigate and control your emotions when you deal with hard shit. So that kind of got me through. To be honest, it kind of got me through a lot, but it was subconscious. Like I didn't really realize it. So, but yeah, for a lot of us men, a lot of us black men, this is something that this we ain't talk this shit, and I had to finally face the facts when I had met turmoil. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine if I would have known all this shit way before something bad happened. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it gets to a point where a lot of these dudes they commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? And I've been there before. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. What did you say? Push you almost to suicide?
Am I on? Can
Trill,
you can you hear me, Aunt Fee?
Uh-huh.
I hear you.
Okay. Sorry.
I
Oh, can
missed
you
you.
hear me?
Yeah, I can now. I missed what you said almost pushed you to suicide. And I'm asking you that not to for you to feel
Uh-oh, cut out. Miss Fee?
I forgot. Okay. I'm not asking for you to go to a place that you may not be comfortable with, but
No,
I'm
it's all
asking
good.
you because I have a nephew who
Uh-huh.
has taken his life.
Oh.
Right.
And so just to imagine,
Mm,
what took him there. And I know he had been to jail before, and I know he felt like he wasn't ever going back. And I
Mm-hmm.
know he felt like that's maybe where he was about to go. But I was just from a male perspective, I was just wanting to know. I missed what you said. Almost took you there.
Can I say I'm
Uh,
so sorry for your loss too, Aunt
Oh,
Fee? That's
it's been a
Most
while
definitely.
ago, but thank you,
you're welcome.
thank you, thank
Mhm.
you, thank you.
Um, what led me there was just I had lost my mom in the middle of college. I was in college. My daughter was like 3. Um, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of left there, out of there on my own, trying to balance being a father, being a young father,
Mm.
shit like that, but trying to navigate that shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. But that's why I said I'm thankful for I had a support system that kept me afloat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna lie, I went down a very deep and dark path. You know what I'm saying? And I had to fight and scratch my way just to get back to ground zero and then start from there. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of people, like I put it like this. To be honest, it's it's mysterious. I'm not gonna lie. Like people can have nothing and do it. People can have everything and do it. Like, oh, my biggest heroes was Anthony Bourdain. Like that was like
Mhm.
a nigga. That was a nigga that I was like, man, I gotta get rich and I gotta go eat some strange food and smoke a joint and a
Mhm.
beer with Anthony Bourdain. But he took his own life,
Mhm.
Right.
and it seemed like he had everything. But watching his documentary about his life, even though he had all that great shit, he still took his own life, and
Mhm.
and that to me that's mysterious. So it's kind of like things have to be preventative. You have to have things set in motion. You have to be able to learn how to control your emotions. That's where it really, is based at controlling your emotions. Like I had a
Right.
partner who killed himself just because his girl broke up with him, off himself, just that quick. Was a great guy, had a good job, great family, but he felt like that was it. So it it's
Well,
mysterious, to be honest.
while the mind and the emotions are interconnected, uh, to a degree, the mind is still a separate entity from the feelings. Okay, and so sometimes there's an imbalance there in within the brain activity, that that'll cause that sort of response. And
Mm-hmm.
so because of that, like an emotional reaction that's already mixed with an imbalance, a chemical imbalance,
Mhm.
um, if you will, then that just kind of leads to um, to those unfortunate circumstances. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
um,
Eve, do you think that we talk enough about, instead of calling it mental or crazy, do you think the softer way of presenting it to people is an imbalance? Do we talk about just the word imbalance?
mhm,
Because when people come to me and we start talking about mental health, I go to imbalance because
mhm,
I know we scared of mental. I
mhm,
know we scared of crazy. So the minute somebody starts saying, "Oh, crazy," "Oh, she crazy," or whatever,
Yeah, it's time to
right?
turn up. Hold up.
Right, it goes to a
right,
kind of crazy place. But
Yeah.
mhm,
if we find softer ways of presenting it where we can mentally, emotionally, and also physically accept it, then do you think it's easier or more up for us to consider counseling and getting help if we just change our verbiage and make it softer? Evie?
Um, that's a really good question, Aunt Fee. And for the African American community and other communities of color, seeking counseling is taboo. And just even speaking for the Black diaspora, well, just the Black American race that is. A lot of times it's just because um, they do find it to be, like I said, taboo. They don't feel like they can just push forward with things because you know I don't know why it is, but blacks can withstand a lot of adversary. I think that's because it's something that we've been accustomed to, and it hasn't been by accident. But we also have to just know, like, we have to kick that stigma of what mental health is. Mental health
Mhm.
is not just relative to someone having a disparity. It can also mean to keep regulatory in your mind, being healthy in mind. So that means, like, practicing, meditation, yoga, things like that, to be able to keep a perfect balance of self, of the mind, because the mind is very fragile. And as counselors, it's we're highly encouraged to keep that balance. We have to, because in order to be effective for the client. So, in response to your question, yes, I think that it's important to be mindful of the words in which we choose, because they do have an ability to
Hi,
be.
is Ken available?
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I can. I was talking to two people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I
You
thought.
good?
Um, yeah, but I think that we have to be mindful in the words that which we do say, but also kick that stigma about what mental health is. So if you say I'm taking care of my mental health, that means, like, hey, listen, I'm not going to allow someone to disrupt my peace of mind, or I'm going to go and get the care that I need for some disparities that I've have going on right now. So it's kind of it's like a double-edged sword, but in a good way, not like a bad, yeah. But as far as calling someone crazy, I think that we have to be able to kick that out of there when you're in the midst of dispute with someone, and when you don't typically know what their
Triggers.
their triggers are, or even what their mental capacity is.
Mhm.
um it's so easy to say those types of things. I try
Hmm.
to be careful, even saying stuff like that, just because you just trained in that way. I'll be careful not to call someone crazy. Whether I'll call somebody you're a fool. But yeah, yeah, I think it's important, especially when if they may perhaps have that issue. They may have something going on there. And at those words, it's just small words that can just be enough to put somebody over the edge. And that's why, let's say, even relating to social media, Trill Pill, and
Hmm.
mental health, when you go on, social media sites and things, you're going to have people here that are going to say things that are triggering, that are hurtful, and and that person may not be in that mind frame to be able to withstand that. They may not have the bandwidth for it. A lot of
Hmm.
times that we did, and we've heard in the past, that there have been people that have taken their lives as related to them being bullied online, and what an unfortunate occurrence. But and these are also people that their mind is in a fragile place, and this was actually a teenager, you know, so they're not even fully developed yet. So
Hmm.
we have to be, very aware of who is coming online, and and being a part of these things. Hence why they have censors and disclaimers and things like that. Because, but I also want to make you guys know that what you say, I don't want you to feel the weight of what you say. You being responsible if someone does something, especially if you're also engaging in any sort of interaction with the person, and as a
Right.
result, that person ends up doing something to themselves. Because no one would ever saw that coming. You know,
Hmm.
but I think that, like, yeah, with social media, it's a hardened place. It's just like living out here in the world. I think that you have to be, mentally um strong for it.
Yeah.
And if you just find yourself in a place to where you can't withstand it, please, please, log off and take care of yourself. This is not, it's not real. It's not what your day to day is. It's not your everyday reality. Take care of your mind. A lot of people, a lot of us rather, we come here to be able to release from like what's in the outside world. This is why we come back to each other. We can sit up here and we'll talk about each other and everything, but we come right back to the same place and do it all again. Because guess what? It's a release. Because a lot of us are not going out here and acting like this in our real life. I'm quite sure.
Shit. Oh,
But
oh, wait. I thought I was.
right, but I'm saying, like, a lot of us probably aren't behaving in such mannerisms and stuff
Yeah,
that
majority of us are not. Yeah, most
you get what
definitely.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I come in here and I'll do my little stuff. Hey, even for me, it's just a little, little getaway for me and stuff. And I'll act up and stuff like that from time to time. And I'll close this phone up or my laptop or whatever, and I'm going about in the world. But unfortunately, everybody doesn't have um that same um that same way of being, and
Hmm.
that's okay. But I want you to know, like, what happens here, it's like, don't include that in your everyday life. And if you have to internalize it to that degree, please just log off and take care of yourself.
I
Mental.
think, actually, to be honest with you, and I probably have been a little more vocal this last 2 or 3 weeks, than the whole 9 months I've been following this case.
Mm-hmm,
And I honestly believe that a lot of what we see on a daily day basis has a lot of mental health mixed into it.
mm-hmm,
I think today we saw some mental health issues,
mm-hmm,
whether we want to accept that or not. And I think today was huge.
mm-hmm,
If we go back and just look at it and evaluate it and see how some people got pulled into things and really believed it, and emotionally and mentally needed whatever they believed at that time. um that, do you understand where I'm going?
absolutely, I do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I think that it's easy, very, very, very easy to get pulled into it, not one and two, because a lot of us don't accept mental health, and then some of us don't know how to deal with it and don't know how to recognize it.
Mm-hmm,
So I think it's hard. And I think, yes, Eve, you may be able to separate the two. Yes, Trill, you may be at a point now that you have some balance on it. Yes, I may know how, but a lot of people don't, because we don't want to believe that we're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So now we already at a disadvantage.
yes. Mm-hmm,
So who teaches? And this is why I'm really, really interested in this area. And I'm really excited for you, Trill. And I love being able to tell my people, when I see that we're taking an opportunity in this pandemic to do something with it, and the potential and the opportunity to flourish with it. So that if you wonder why you see me now giving a whole lot of kudos to what appears like more guys than girls, is because I want them to understand that, yes, you control, you can do whatever you want to, but right here is an opportunity for growth, because my brothers need this. They need to see a brother talk to them and be vocal about it. And it may be slow moving off, but we need to, as women who love our black men, be able to have a place to say, hey, you know what? Oh, boo boo, you know what? I need for you to go sit down and listen to Trill Pill podcast.
mm-hmm,
I got the right person for you,
yeah.
where he may not feel intimidated, where he can listen in and then eventually interact. So this is why I'm up here. I think this is great. I hope you don't let it go. I hope you
No,
focus
I'm not.
on mental health for well, I don't want to just say for African American people, but we need to be able to have a place online to send our men.
Yes, yes. And I
Hmm.
just to piggyback on that too, like I think that this will be a wonderful way to because we do a lot of like
Mm-hmm.
tackling and all that stuff throughout the week and the weekends and stuff. Why don't we come here and decompress over at Trill Pill Podcast and try to recenter ourselves?
Because I'm scared that we don't know how to do that. Well, I'm including myself, even though I don't think I do it, but I don't want to be in denial. I don't think that I don't think that the average troller, when you guys go from one panel to one panel, and when I mean that y'all be on 20, baby, y'all be on 20. You are not gonna come over here and decompress. You gonna bring that with you because you on 20.
Well, I think with Trill Pill and how he is, he has a low tolerance for that type of,
Okay.
mess. So, yeah, he's very vocal about what he does and what he does not want on his panel, on his channels rather. And so once you set those boundaries from the start, you'll know the type of people that the type of audience that you'll get over in your channel. So I think
Okay.
that this is really good avenue for you, and I really encourage you to just put your podcast out here more often
Mhm.
Yeah,
because and especially like Aunt Fee said, for our black men and our black women as well. Like
Yeah.
we
yeah.
all need to put
Especially
It's a
we honest.
missed opportunity.
yeah, because if and like because getting care for our mental health is so taboo in the black community, and if you don't want to go into an actual place to seek care,
Mhm.
come here. Come here, and that's it, and like just release, and you can vent. There's something that is bothering you. No one's saying that you have to, and be mindful of what you say as well, because you still have people that are watching and use your words against you.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay, and that's
Yeah.
a very unfortunate thing that people can't decipher the two when you're in a serious environment opposed to being in like a trolling environment. But say what
That's
you
true.
say, surface level. If you feel like there's something that is there, like if you get here, you get yourself. We're gonna laugh. You're gonna have people in the troll. We're gonna get that little fun mixture, but it's not gonna be the confrontational type stuff. You can still have that healthy balance. I think
Right.
that's important.
And Trill, just a
Yes.
FYI, this is just for
Hmm.
me. Everybody may not feel this way, but because I do have professional people on the outside of YouTube who have some imbalances, but don't if I cannot share any post if there's a lot of smoking, cussing, um, just what we may normally do every day. I can't share
Hmm.
those. Some people cannot share those, but would love to. So if you could think about that when you're having very serious topics,
Hmm.
uh, just how viral you want it to go. To some people, they don't care.
Hmm.
I'm just saying what I can't share.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to keep my best. Keep my best. I'm trying my best to keep all of that at a minimum because I don't want it to you know get
Hmm.
in. I don't want it to. What's the word for I can use? Anyway,
I understand.
yeah, I don't want it to kind of. You just said not to cuss. I'm trying not to use the F word. I don't want it to mess up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we got going on because I do feel like this is some things that we have to talk about. So and plus there are a plethora of places where you can do all that shit on. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
Uh-huh.
true.
Yeah.
I don't think with me just having this one and you know what I'm saying. Plus I do think the type of things that I'm talking about on here and it's going to kind of uh, weed out the negative people. To be honest. It's
Okay.
going to do that just because what we're talking about. A lot of people who are fueled by whatever. Because don't get me wrong, like I was telling Eve earlier, like we all got to get our shit off, and there is going to be a part of my lives where people can come up here and vent, and I'm gonna let people vent, but I will try to put a cap on it if I sense this is going too far. You know what I'm saying? It's going too far. I'm gonna put a cap on it and go off from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want people to feel like they do. They come over here and have the same amount or just have fun with it. So I don't want to be serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? I do want to kind of, and I will kind of have some topics that's kind of goofy or whatever, kind of break up, some of this shit. But for the most part, I want people to be able to have a space to come to. You know what I'm saying? When everything, when the YouTube streets get a little hot, you know what I'm saying? It can get a little hot, so it can be high.
Oh, you a B word caller? He said, "Don't call nobody the B word." Trill, you a B word caller, Trill?
Who said that? See, here they come.
He said, "Here they come."
See, yeah, here they come.
You
I
the
am
B
not a
word?
B word. I am not a B word caller, but I will not go back over that. That was
That was a long time ago.
yesterday. Something like that.
Okay.
Allegedly, but it wasn't to a certain. It wasn't to a person.
I'm just playing with you. I get mad
Yeah,
enough. I call you one too.
yeah. It was to I don't know, but the trolls that they called me slipping, and yeah, I get up out of there quick. So
Mhm. I really appreciate it. I really love this. I are you laughing at me? No, I
I
really,
love
I
that thing
really
in the comment. I'm about to cut these comments
sizzling
off.
out
All right, yeah.
here. Yeah, I think we need a balance, and I think mental health. Well, I saw it today, and and
Today was
yeah,
high.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
high octane out there today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I had this plan for a minute, so I was like, well, this kind of rolls right into it. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping I could actually get in and still a couple of hours. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get my shit off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But
Well, give me a hug.
it's
I'm
like
gonna
that.
give my hug and love. Bye, E.
Mm,
Love
mwah.
I
you.
holler at y'all later. Let me let me sign off and go to another room. Y'all, y'all
Yes,
have a
ma'am.
good one.
We love
Bye.
You
you,
too.
Auntie.
Thank you, Auntie. But yeah,
What a
it's just gonna be
sweetheart.
all right. Yeah,
Yeah, it will be all right for sure.
it's
So
gonna be
I
all
think
right.
this is that has the potential to be so powerful, like because you're so adamant about this, and this is something that you've always stuck with, and I appreciate that different people have their own lanes, and,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that you can draw from others as well if they want to, but like let's start like we were talking about when we on the other live that we were at. I think it was Candy's live when we were talking about stigmas, um,
Yeah.
and social stigma, and these are topics that I love to expound on. But let's keep these going. Um,
Most definitely.
I would like to reach out to you behind the scenes in this kind of ask you like this subject that
Mm-hmm.
we can perhaps talk about one day. Just want to see where your comfort zone would be at with that before we just place this on here.
Okay.
It has the potential to be very sensitive to a degree. And
Okay.
so, yeah, but I think that there's so many different things that we can talk about here. Um, Mental health, oh man, it's such a broad thing, and again, like please, let's kick that stigma because I also I also volunteer for an organization that relates to kicking the stigma of mental health. So we launched in 2019 here in Kansas City for that. But um, yeah, it's mental health. It's not just a bad thing. It's not bad. You know,
Right.
it's about taking care of self and finding and being able to balance our core. Just being able to get ourselves in a better place. And so with that, and I'm glad that you've done the work. And if I heard you correct, your father was instrumental in your life to
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and so he was telling you that it's okay to be emotional he taught you that, because a lot of people times don't cry. You're boys don't cry and stuff, and a lot of times we hear that in our community. So, especially with single mothers and things like that, or even with fathers that were stern because their parents and were taught to be that way, and their so forth and yeah, being emotional, there's nothing wrong with that. Acting upon your emotions um
It's a
can be
different story.
a different story.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was his whole thing with me. You know what I'm saying? Because he was stern. You know, I know he was stern as fuck. He wasn't mean, but he was like, come on, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pick your shit up, pick your chin up. All right, you feeling, however, all right, man. Well, we can sit here and wait while get everything back together. But, we ain't going to be doing this shit all day. We're going to be crying all day because
Mhm.
eventually you still got to go out here and find a solution to your problem. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
so that was his own thing. And I'm happy that, I had that foundation. And to be honest, I'm happy that I was able to teach my kids that because I'm seeing the return of that investment.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of my daughter, her being a huge advocate for preteen and teen mental health. I never forced her to do that. You know what I'm saying? But she seen my journey and decided to go that way. So I'm not going to jump in front of her. I'm going to help her out because shit,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
that's what it is, though.
And I would also like to add, because we have such a group of intelligent men and women here that all have something to contribute here, and we put our gold in this one pot, we can make something magical happen. We've got Book over here with culture content. We've got you speak on various things of relating to the mind. Well, we have other people. I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to put this in with Book as well, because I don't ever see Book go live, but we all can learn something. Book has something great to offer when it comes down to crypto and just learning about
Mm-hmm.
different things. So let's start plugging in. And Book, if you can we start getting lives going over there for you as well? And if you can also like plug it over here, let's start helping each other build it. How did we get here? How did we get to the point that we are? And so we can start sharing them amongst our people. You
Most
know,
definitely.
let's
Yeah.
not just be the people that, we did it, but we're not going to share, because in the Black community, man, they have that bad. Okay, so we don't want to be that. We don't want to be that person, those people. Let's start seeing how can we get ourselves plugged in. If you guys need resources and things like that, just ask, and we can see what we can be able to help do for you guys. Okay, like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to get plugged in on how to get learn about crypto, go to Book and stuff. And Book is multi faceted. um,
Mm-hmm.
Go to Chill Pill about learning how to heal from the inside and be the best version of yourself. Learn from all of us. Um, but I think as men, you guys have like such a beautiful thing here. If you just put your heads together, and we can all learn from one another. Like what
Most
are we
definitely.
doing? What can we do? Because you'd be surprised at people that come from online that really don't know the next step on how to do something. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a very big deal. But one of the things that I've noticed is, you know, we've all kind of made each other through this whole, you know, YouTube thing, and the people that's are in here that are knowledgeable and intelligent as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I know we all gonna get on the bullshit at times, but
Mm-hmm.
if we can balance that out with what I'm saying, some real talk and some intelligent shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would be perfect. That's the,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, perfect. So I'm definitely on that way, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Now that was creating content, Eve.
Hmm. Thank you, AP. Yeah. Thank you.
Bravo. Because
Yeah.
that's taking us where we normally don't go in these streets. Not streets. The
Yeah.
Straight,
streets.
Yeah.
straight.
That right. And it gives the troller the opportunity to troll.
Hmm.
And then outside of that, let's take us to a place that we typically don't go and where they are not expecting for us to go in
Mm-hmm.
these streets.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It's time to start changing the narrative. We're more,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And changing the narrative in a healing way because we're about to go off into a phase two or phase three of this thing. So what are we gonna
Mm-hmm.
do for a whole nother war of the disease streets? Are we gonna
Mhm.
fight all day, all night? Are we going to flip it around and be constructive with it and find a way to heal,
Mhm.
Yeah.
redevelop, build our immune system, make some money, not just YouTube money, but money outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
if
Mm-hmm.
crypto is it, but so that was more powerful to me. This right here, this hour and 36 minutes has been more powerful to me throughout the whole day
Mm.
Mm.
Mhm.
because it cultivated the mind. It triggered. It went someplace we normally don't go. So you plant a seed.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am.
So you plant those seeds and positive seeds, constructive seeds, healing seeds, because we need a healing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
know how to fight. We know how to box. We know how to Jones. It was entertaining until mental health showed up.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
this is the longest I've entertained the trollery all in one day while at work. But then mental health came in, and I was like, "Oh man, this girl gonna lose. Somebody about to lose it."
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I think that this part of today has been the most beneficial for us because you plant the seed. We once it's over and once it gets in the process, we'll learn how to break generational curses and
Mhm.
create positive growth for our future generation because what our kids see is what they get. They see us doing a whole bunch of bull crap, but they never see us do work outside of our work. But we're going to have to be able to help these kids. They're going to need to. I love your daughter. You saying your daughter will be able she's taken on a passion to help
Mm-hmm.
kids her age. Do you know how beneficial that is?
Mhm.
Do you
Yeah.
know this whole pandemic, other than school and switching the kids out of their normal uh, protocol, nobody really thought about can these kids deal with these changes?
Yeah. And that's another thing. I I I have a friend, and she is a counselor at a school, and every time we talk, like we have like little, sit down coffees and shit like that, on weekends and shit like that. And we just the last time we were talking about how she was mentioning how a lot of these kids are kind of lost. Like they were lost at home.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're at school and they're just lost because their mind is fucked because it's like, well, damn, they are the Corona kids.
Mhm.
This their generation has went through something that no other generation has had to go through. You know what I'm saying? So they are. She was just telling me the struggles that she had with kids being explosive with her, and you know what I'm saying,
The
and
teachers
just
wasn't taught to teach under these circumstances. So, but who
Right.
talked about how lost the teachers are?
And
exactly,
the parents.
And the parents.
exactly,
But,
yep,
but the kids, we just assume that they kids, they don't have no problem, they don't have no issue. No, I don't see
yeah,
you, and that's not true. My son was in advanced classes, and then this last year, it was as if he really gave up. And I was like, "Whoa!" So I had to get him to understand. And it's funny. This is the analogy I gave him. Do you understand what a spark plugs do? Do you understand that if all the spark plugs, if one spark plug don't work, the car don't operate as smooth as it normally
That's right.
moves.
That's
mm-hmm,
right.
And so this is how I was able to get him to understand that DHA, all of us black people need to be giving the kids the natural supplement of DHA, which is a brain sharpener. because they don't know what happened. They don't know why. Okay, yeah, I know this stuff, but I just can't get to the next step because one of your spark plugs is out.
Mhm.
To see how simple that was to find a way to make him so instead of saying that, so I call it a supplement. Did you make sure that you take your supplement? Make sure you take your supplement so that your brain stays sharp. And once he started remembering stuff when he was like 3 years old. You remember we was in the Escalade and you came to the, and I was like, wait, what? And then I stopped and said, did you take your DHA? And he said, as a matter of fact, I did. So it's those little things like that that we have to be able to have ourselves together so that we can find avenues to help our kids because they really are our future and they're dealing with unfamiliar territory and we're about to go into it again. So all I'm saying is that we need to be mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared for ourselves and our future.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because if we don't, like this, we can't let this world be the teacher of our kids because we already seen what happens when you know our kids getting raised by the TV and what I'm saying, shit like that, and that's a big part of their lives. Like that's pretty much since they was born. A lot of those kids, that's all they know is being able to learn off of a phone or tablet or computer, what I'm saying, or a TV. You got to tread those areas lightly and really watch what they're getting into because a lot of this shit can, it can get very dangerous and very damaging. You know what I'm saying? Very damaging. So that was the biggest thing. And when she was talking to me about that, it had brought tears to her eyes because she really cares about the kids, and she was like, I just don't know what to do sometimes. She was like, I got all, what I'm saying, the experience, but it's like a lot of this, she basically, she said a lot of the things that's happening now are not in a book.
Hmm.
They're just life things. And it's hard to kind of, what I'm saying, where are you going? Maybe she checked out or something. Or
Her phone dropped.
something happened, yeah. But a lot of these things happen because, you know, like you said, like this shit is random. Pandemic was random. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And everybody thought they had everything figured out. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you think you got everything figured all the way out, something like this happens, and it shakes up the whole world. And now everybody's scrambling. And
Right.
a lot of these kids are the last ones that's being taken care of. It's people that they care about their animals more than they care about kids.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Especially kids that are black, kids that are of color. You know what I'm saying? They'll worry about a little dog, worry about a little black or brown child. That just what I'm saying. It's sad, but it's the truth. So like my dad told me a long time ago, there's nobody coming to save us, so we got to save ourselves. We have to be able to lift each other up and go forward with that instead of waiting on people to come in and save us. Otherwise, we're gonna be waiting for a lifetime. We gotta do it ourselves. You know.
So you still take us something to help balance you out?
At times, yes, yeah. I have to keep my anxiety medicine on me. I don't have it all the time. It's only when needed at this point. Um, at this point, it's just when needed. Just so I can function because I'm a truck driver, so I have to be on my P's and Q's at all times. Because that's basically that's a monster of a vehicle, and you know anything can happen with that anytime. So I have to be able to stay focused and pay attention to shit like that. So yeah, every once in a while I do, but
Compton as Jason is funny, not funny, funny.
it's amazing. Both, man, both. All right, both, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's
It's all alleged. You
remarkable.
know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's remarkable. I know you're not perfect. I know none of us are, but I think it's remarkable that you have allowed yourself to uh, take your test. your trials and tribulation, and really are about to make it a testimony for thousands of people to see, hear, and heal from it. So I commend you. I really do. I'm sure there's going to be times again I may be like looking at you cross-eyed, but just know that me
It's all
looking
good.
at you cross
It's all good. It's
it
all
does
good.
not erase the love. I promise you, I really, really, really want to support you. And I'm going to be, this go around, this pandemic, I'm going to be choosy because it's this type of stuff right here we need, honestly. So kudos and power to you, and stay true to it. And Eve will be great here as well. And we really need it, even in these YouTube streets. Okay,
Yeah, I
Mr.
just want
G,
to.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? I'm sorry.
You
Go
was,
ahead.
you was about to say you really want to what?
I was just saying, I really, kind of want to carve out, my own little lane in this because, I think it's needed. So I don't want to stop people from having fun. You know what I'm saying? Because
30
I'm
minute,
definitely
30
gonna be
minute
trolling.
chill, 30-minute trill.
So
Uh, let Trill Pill Hill or what I put up there earlier.
I forgot. Hold on, let me try to find it. I find it, but yeah,
30
I
minutes
really,
of Trill Hill.
yeah, but I really, I want to be able to just offer a place where people can come and not only just calm down, but also if they want to get their shit off, I allow that to a certain extent. I don't want it, what I'm saying, um, to be toxic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's enough of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a plethora of lanes and avenues where if you want to get all the way off the hinges, that's fine. I'm not against it because sometimes I get off the hinges too. You know what I'm saying? We're all human, but at some point we do have to find a place to get this shit balanced out. Get out
Do you
balanced out.
ever think that maybe down the future your daughter could come on and talk about some experiences that kids go through? Maybe that parents
Sure,
don't recognize could be areas of missed opportunity with depressed kids.
sure. Yeah, most definitely. I'll talk to her about it. Um, yeah,
Because
most
a
definitely.
lot of
Yeah,
parents miss it too.
yeah,
You know,
most definitely.
I
Most
think that
definitely.
that's great. That's great. Okay, you got me. You got me thinking. I really appreciate it, sir. Now you getting a sir from me. Ooh, sir.
Ooh.
Bye.
My- shout out to Fee, shout out to E, shout out to Book, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with y'all. If anybody want to call up the doors of the church, it's open. And if not, we're gonna go ahead and close this thing on down, man. I appreciate everybody calling up, chatting. We're gonna do this shit right. We're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna, keep finding ways to navigate the YouTube streets. And if you have any suggestions or topics and shit like that, feel free to get at me behind the scenes. You're gonna find me over at on Cam Talk Too Much. You're gonna find me over there at Ron Shaker. You're gonna find me over there, shit, pretty much anywhere you find me. If you can't find me here, you're gonna find me in places wherever the fuck. Cause I'm trying to get this shit out. You know what I'm saying? But wherever you find me, if you see me over on Cam Talk Too Much channel, I'm talking about some shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go do shit over there, and you know what I'm saying. Just anywhere you find me at, chop it up with me behind the scenes, respectively. Like I said, ladies, if you got pictures for me, drop them off behind the scenes, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Topics and suggestions of this podcast, get at me. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you see me at, get at me. Go follow everybody that got a solid platform. Go follow everybody that you think has something to do with substance. Make sure y'all go follow Cam Talk Too Much. Make sure y'all go follow Ron Shaker. Make sure y'all go follow Book over at Culture Content. You know what I'm saying? If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Make sure Tom Gang merch coming soon. I talked to Booster. Tongue Game merch is coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Tongue Game merch is coming soon. I repeat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Tongue Game. You know what I'm saying? Tongue Game merch will be here. Shout out to my boy Superman, Big Tory Phillips, checking it over on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this thing cross-platform, baby. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do more of this shit, man. You know, I like it. You know, man. Hey, man. You know, I love this shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I love doing this shit, man. For a person who's kind of not really a talker, when I start talking, it's kind of hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, most definitely. Tongue Gang merch. It's coming soon. Holla at hey man, Tongue Gang merch coming soon. But nah, man, real shit. Trill pill shit coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, if you got something that you need to be promoting, come fuck with me. I got shit at the bottom of the screen right now. I got brothers that do music. I'm gonna be putting some of their music on here. You know what I'm saying? Go follow 420 Snacks on IG for all your edible needs. You know what I'm saying? And let me put my boy Tory back up there. Boom. Gonna be talking to this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my boy Tory, 42 Edible Snacks. Shout out to my kinfolk. Say, man, if you are in Texas, Scrumptious Fried Pies is some of the best motherfucking pies you ever had in your life. All right? Fried pies, they got all type of flavors. I'm going to upload the menu for it. They go all over Texas, a food truck. They getting it popping. Scrumptious Fried Pies, all type of shit. I'm talking about this shit. You know, check them out. G at underscore pies and make their hashtag pies. You know, pimping over there, telling the truth. If you need promotion, thing, hollering behind us, man. This has been a wonderful, wonderful live. We're getting a lot of shit accomplished. We're gonna do a lot more collabs with cool, dope ass people with dope ass podcasts, YouTube pages, and shit like I said, man. I want to be able for us to talk about some solid shit and to get our shit off and get over here and have fun, somewhere to decompress from all this bullshit that be going on. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say. Y'all keep your mind on your mind. All right? Keep your mind on your mind. Keep your mind on your money. Stop pocket watching. Stop, if anything that's taking you out of your lane, stop that shit. Unnecessary. You cause stress on yourself. A lot of y'all ain't been getting no sleep. So I know a lot of y'all got bags up under your eyes. You know what I'm saying? So go take some time out. Get your little spa day. Listen to some little music. And chill the fuck out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all be on this whole wilding at high levels. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with y'all. I got love with y'all. We pretty much interact every fucking day, all fucking night. So at some point, we, whatever. But until next time, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Trill Pill Podcast about to sign out. Shout out to all the mods. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in this bitch, man. Fucking with me. I got love for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? With me. Like I said, get at me behind the scenes. I think I said that shit about 80 times. But again, behind the scenes with all type of shit. Responsibly and respectively. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I like this shit. I like where it's going. I thank y'all for all the love. Thank y'all for all the support. Much love. About to close this shit out. I don't know who going live next, but you know what I'm saying? We can go over there and kick it and shit like that. But always, man. Always. Mind your mental to be monumental. This is the Trill Pill Podcast. Much love. God bless. Stay true in here. Let's go, baby.